How are we doing, Fitastic people? Welcome to another edition, or segment if you will, of In the Kitchen with Wild Will. So we're looking at recipes, foods that typically aren't good for us, but we all love, and trying to find a way to make them healthy. Those of you with kids, or if you're an adult child like me, love one thing and one thing only, and that's chicken nuggets. I mean, seriously, raise your hand. Who does not love some kind of deep fried battered nugget with some ketchup and barbecue sauce, some good stuff? However, breading, fried, trans fat, the whole nine, it's all sort of in there. Typically, it's not the best thing for us. But once again, we're about to fix that. So today, we are making almond-coated chicken nuggets. Alright, so it's a real simple recipe. For those busy moms and dads out there, this is a great one for you because you're going to be able to enjoy it, and your kids will be able to enjoy it as well. So the first thing we're going to do, the chicken itself. I like a nice, good, kind of free-range, non-frozen chicken. So we're going to take that. What we're going to do here, you can see all this lovely fat. We're going to cut that off, alright? We don't need to have that excess fat on there. So you see this white nastiness, that's just fat. Get rid of it. Cut it away. It's nasty. You don't want it. Good. Flip the back over, because there's always some usually hiding in the back. Again, I really recommend a good quality, hormone-free, free-range. Try to avoid the frozen chicken because it's a little bit more difficult to deal with after you thaw it out. So now we're going to cut it up into nuggets. For those of you culinary experts out there who can make it dinosaur-shaped, God bless you. I am not that person. So we're just going to make random-sized nuggets because random is fun. So once you get your nuggets, just cut them up, put them in your bowl. People already call me because they love chicken nuggets so much. Go. Good. So this recipe can be for a pound, can be for a few pieces, kind of up to you on what you want it to be. You want to try to make sure that your nuggets are kind of even size, so at least they all kind of cook normally when we put them in the fry pan. But again, if they're not perfect, life will go on. We are not here to be perfect, we are here to be efficient. So my next piece, gonna again find fat, cut it off because I don't want it. Really be wary when you're working with chicken too. Chicken, high in salmonella. So really make sure that after this you wash your hands or any kind of tools you use, you wash, you check the counter, wipe it down with some antibacterial soap. Just you can't go to the gym if you're sick, especially if you have salmonella poisoning, because then that's just not fun at all. Cut some of the excess fat away. Let's make this into a nugget. Or even if you don't want to use nuggets, you can just use the whole chicken itself. It's up to you. But the whole point of nuggets is that they're nuggets. Good. So the coating, if you will, is basically going to be almonds and some spice. That's how you're going to give it a really nice breading, if you will. We want it to be as easy and as quick as possible. Chicken nuggets are meant to be enjoyed, not cooked over for hours. So let's get this out of the way. Time to wash the hands, because again, I don't want to touch anything else now that I've used chicken. Alright, so chicken, all cut up into nuggets. Now we're going to make the actual coating itself. So raw almonds, real simple, put in a food processor. Half cup, depending on how much you want to bread them. If you want a real thick, heavy breading, you might want to use a little bit more, but I think a half cup is pretty much all you really need. Then, tablespoon of salt. For those salt freaks out there, you don't have to have it if you don't want it. But personally, I think it adds a little bit of flavor to it. Now for some spice. Typically we don't use a lot of spice in the Wild Will Kitchen, but these two spices I actually enjoy. We got cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon. In all the directions, they make a big mess over there, all the directions are all available to you via www.feelfitastic for these recipes. So don't feverishly sit there, be taking notes, losing your mind, alright? Focus on the task at hand. A little bit of turmeric, however you spell it. T-U-R-M-I-C-K. M-I-C-E. Good. So there's going to be your coating. So let's head over to the food processor. It's going to get real noisy here in a minute, kids, alright? Lock it in nice and tight. bit loud, but it's alright. Really let it blend. You don't want big chunks. Pretty little breading, alright? Make sure the lid's on. That's what's under the plate. Almost. Let's give that a check, shall we? Little bit more to go. Little bit more to go. Because again, you don't want any big chunks in there. Oh, that's the stuff. Alright, let me bring this in for you guys to kind of get a good look-see. See how that looks? All nice and breaded. Good. So break it up with a spoon because that food processor will kind of clunk it all together. And again, depending how much you're going to make with all this nuggets, if you're going to make a pound, if you're going to make 2 pounds, just a little bit kind of determines how much breading you have to make. Just keep going by half cup, 1 tablespoon to make it easy on yourself. So put this on a plate. Gives me what I call your breading plate. Good. Make sure there's no big chunks or anything along those lines. Perfect. Now while that's doing that, now we want to head over to our stovetop. We want to take a half cup of grapeseed oil. Alright? And you want to bring that over to your frying pan. There we go. So bring that over. Dump in there. Now this is a bit of a bigger frying pan, so I'm going to use a little bit more. So you can use a half cup or 1 cup. Today, I'm going to use a full cup. There we go. So this is your fry, if you will. Alright? Now we're going to turn this all the way on high and let it heat up, alright? So because when we drop the nuggets in there when they've been cooked, we kind of want it to spiral around. It's a technical term, by the way. Cooks use it all the time. Alright, now you want to take 2 eggs, alright? Crack up 2 eggs in a separate bowl. And I like to use cage-free organic eggs, that's just me. Good. Now we're going to whisk that all together. Just use a fork, it's fine. Get it nice and whisked. Kind of like you're going to make scrambled eggs, if you will. Alright? What the egg is going to do is coat and make the chicken sticky. The stickier the chicken, the more breading will stick to it, alright? So again, just like you're going to make scrambled eggs. Real easy. So now I kind of got a step process here. Alright? So, 4 steps. Step out of the way for you. Chicken. Egg. Breading. Empty bowl. So we're going to take a piece of chicken. Okay? Get it nice and wet. Covered in egg. Now, see how nice and sticky that is? Put it in the coating. Get it nice and coated up, alright? Put in your bowl. Do that with all of your chicken. It's going to be a little bit of a messy process, but believe me, it's totally worth it. Do a couple at a time here. Save some time. Again, all really depends on how much chicken you're cooking. So if you already want to measure out what the ounces are, you can do that too. But we're, for the sake of time purposes today, only going to make a few. But we just want that grapeseed oil to heat up. See how it gets nice and coated in there? Believe me, They do not take this much care at McDonald's for those McNuggets. But I'm sure it's just as messy. So the grapeseed should take just a few, say about 5 minutes to heat up in there. Don't use an olive oil, because an olive oil has a really low smoke temperature. So you don't want to use olive oil. You can use avocado, macadamia nut, coconut if you want to, but that's up to you. Again, I personally like a grapeseed. So you start to get messy. So at this point, when you start to see it kind of get nice and all gunky in your hands, that's when you either want to wash your hands off or make some more breading. But that's kind of up to you. But we're just going to use these couple pieces here. Just use the last of this. Like I said, it's a pretty messy process. The kids will love it, because the kids like to get messy. Let's go wash your hands off. Again, you just work with chicken. Wash your hands. Wash your hands off. You're gonna make them sticky. Now again, as we can see here, again, I'm not a chef. None of us are. But it doesn't mean you can't still cook different kind of items. It's about having fun with it. So now, oh yeah, she is ready. So come on over. We're going to start putting the chicken in here. This is where you want to pay attention. This is where you can start to burn. You don't want to burn. Oh yeah. That's exactly what we want. Just like if you were going to use a fryer or a deep fryer. That's some good stuff right there, right? So now just let that sizzle up a bit. Get your handy dandy tongs. You just want to keep flipping and turning them. You want to make sure they don't burn. I like to do a few at a time because it just kind of makes it a little bit easier on my wrist for all the turning. There we go. Develop a nice golden brown. Look at that. That's how you make some chicken nuggets. But again, keep letting them sizzle around. And the main thing is keep turning them. Don't let them burn. Who likes burnt nuggets? Not this guy. Very good. You're already going to see that nice coating really start to take form over here. Apparently tongs and I don't get along. What's great is typically when we hear that sizzle, we're going to turn it down just a little bit. Now that they're decently brown, they don't want it to burn them, so we're going to turn it down just a little bit. But, good. Nice and turn. Alright, so I turned the oven off because I started to get a little burnt. We don't want burning to happen. So what you want to do now, take your nuggets, bring them on a plate, then you place a paper towel down, let some of the excess fat drain away on that paper towel. Okay, because we don't want to use all the fat here. But look at these beautiful freaking nuggets. Oh, very, very tasty. Very, very tasty indeed. They got that nice coating on them. Going to give them that great crunch that we all love with nuggets. So now you can have these with, you know, some hot sauce, some organic ketchup, barbecue sauce, whatever you kind of want to have with it. Or if you want to have more just the nuggets, you want to have like the kale chips on there. You can get those on Fitastic.com. Veggies, make a sandwich out of them, cut them up, make them into a salad. Look at these bad boys. So you can see, let some of that excess fat kind of just dry away, but nice and crispy. It's a really good crisp, all right? Now comes the fun part, the eating, all right? Look in there. All cooked through, all nice and crispy. So here we took chicken nuggets. Something like 99 cents at McDonald's. Something usually pretty terrible for you, and we're turned into a healthy snack or potentially a meal, however you want to look at it. You got a good kick to it, good spice to it, really enjoyable. Again, just because it's, you know, standard unhealthy food technically doesn't mean we can't find ways to make it healthy. Almonds, it's really all it took to use it as a coating. You can do that with other things. Big pieces of chicken, fish, anything along those lines. So you can go on Fitastic.com, www.feelfitastic. Try this recipe out, take your pictures, post your comments on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Feelfitastic. Alright? Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to next week's segment in the Kitchen with Wild Will. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. Not sure what it's going to be yet. Working on a few different things for you. But as always, remember, be healthy, be happy. I'm going to finish eating nuggets, alright? You guys have fun. Excuse me. Oh, good.